Welcome to today's video. I'm the Hooded Lid, and today I thought I'd talk about the standouts for me for 2020 in makeup. I was actually going to do a makeup look today, but my under eyes did not agree, so I thought this might be a perfect time to just hit some of the high points. I'm not doing one in every category. I'm just doing the things that surprised me or things that I really loved. Let's start with foundation. At the beginning of the year, I got two new foundations, and these might have been the end of 2019, but the Makeup Forever, which I am almost done with, and the Bite Beauty Foundation. This is the one I wear the most, but I'm wearing this today. This has a little bit more coverage. It can be fussy with your sunscreen, so you have to kind of be careful with it, but if you find a nice combination that you can depend on, I really like this for a skin-like finish, but natural looking, I think. Good coverage, unusual kind of texture. Really love this. The Makeup Forever also has a really beautiful skin-like finish. The coverage is light medium, and the color selection is really good, and same with the Bite. They don't have a huge selection, but they have some neutrals. Now, when you get a little darker, it's much warmer, but I was able to find a color that really worked for me. And this, while it is Y315, it's not a lot of Y. Not a lot of yellow, skin-like finish. Not huge coverage, but great for daily foundation. It's not drying, it's not mattifying. They're just beautiful, and I pull to them day after day after day after day. So they're standouts. Blush. I think this was such an interesting year for blushes. So there are several new releases that really knocked my socks off. The Fenty creams. I have 3 of these, and I would love it if they expanded their line. Actually, I have 4, but I think the other one's in the other room. I was going to do a look with it, and I will soon, but I got another one. So I have 4 of these. These are fantastic. So these are cream. Many creams that I own have an emollients or tackiness to them. And you worry, is it picking out my foundation? Is my hair going to stick to it? They're fine. Tower 28 had one that I didn't love. Charlotte Tilbury had one that's a limited edition. I love the color. But I find that these appear to be more dimethicone based, so they really are so easy to work with. It's not that there's a dry nature to them, it's just that they're not sticky. They feel beautiful on the skin. They blend in deliciously. I'm wearing one today, and you can't even see it, but I only did a little bit. And yes, these were standouts in the blush department, and I have 4. Also, a standout in the blush department is a new release from Rare Beauty. Their foundation, by the way, I really like. That brand was such a surprise for me. But the colors of their foundation are horrible, so I'm not going to really give them the crown. The formulation good, the colors awful. However, their blushes are gorgeous. So I have 3. And this one is like, they have a small selection of colors. And I went for something really light, which I don't think that's going to be showing much of anything on me. And this fun, vibrant pink, and I just got this the other day and wore it in a video, I can't remember which one. But these are lovely. Put some on your hand, just the teeniest bit. I smear it around my hand, wipe off this hand, and then dip in and go for it. Apply with one finger and blend with the other. I think if they could improve on these are $20, and it's just a huge amount considering how pigmented they are. Maybe make them half the size and charge $12 and have more colors. I know the first thing they're not going to do, but the second thing I really hope they do. They have them in matte and in satin, or I'm not sure what they call it. I don't even know what mine are, but I know I'm usually pretty shiny, so it doesn't matter for me. But those blushes, really a highlight for 2020. One more blush. Now this, kind of an honorable mention. This is the Patrick Ta Duo Blush. And it looks like this, cream and powder, which I don't know if that's been done before, two in the same. I really love this color in particular. When it first came out, I thought, what's the point? It looks like a bronzer. But after buying 3 of the other colors, it didn't just quite do it for me. I didn't even try the pink because I have so many pinks. I decided to do this. And I was so surprised, even though it looks like a bronzer, once you put it on, there is a little pinkness to it, a little blush essence to it. And you can wear them together. You can wear them by themselves. I'm really kind of surprised. I don't know if I would say it's the whole deal because the other colors are just things we already have, but this one in particular is really unique. I do hope that he comes out with more colors, and that is Patrick Ta. Eyeshadow palettes. Who doesn't love a good eyeshadow palette? But everybody has different wants and different needs for eyeshadow palettes, and it's very hard to say, oh, this one is the best. And I don't think that I can. I am crepey and I am hooded, and that provides me with some delicious challenges that other women don't have to deal with, and that helps me decide what I like. I have to say, Dior reformulated their eyeshadow palettes and came out with, I think, 13 new quints, and these are amazing. They are. I've only tried 2 of their palettes previously and returned both of them because I just didn't get it. And now I have 3. These are expensive, and they're not palettes where you can say, oh, I'm going to get 4 looks out of here. Although, to be fair, you could probably get a couple of looks out of each one, or uses certainly. Just trying to, there you go, make sure that the sun isn't hitting these and you can see them. Nude dress, soft cashmere, perfect daily look. And this is one of their holiday quads. There's something about these powders. This formula is just delicious. If you are crepey, nothing's gonna skip or get stuck in your little crepiness or in your little lines. And that's really, really saying something. They're far more pigmented and easier to use than their previous formula. And to me, this is an eyeshadow standout for 2020. Lips. If you're new here, my lips always feel like I'm dying. They always feel like there's no moisture in them, and I am super sensitive to the weight of what is on my lips. Back in the day when we could try on makeup in Sephora, I would put something on my lips and I would find myself walking around the store going like this. And that indicated to me, before I even realized it up here, the behavior I recognized for, oh, my lips are uncomfortable. I'm very, very, what is it, Goldilocks or Little Red Riding Hood? One of those. So lips are very tough for me to find a comfortable formula. And, you know, good colors are always nice too. So in the matte, this Rare Beauty is so comfortable, so delicious. This color in particular is so unique without being strange. The rest of the colors are not all that unique. I do hope, again, that they expand their range because this is a beautiful, comfortable matte lipstick. It doesn't stay on all day, but I like the matte look. Then in the gloss department, I'm not a huge fan of glosses. I don't like heavy, sticky glosses, and I find most glosses to me to be heavy and sticky just because my lips are very extra. But a couple of things came out this year that are really, really nice, and I have a few more. These Visearts are not talked about enough. I do not know why. It's not a huge line. Here's a couple. I'm wearing this one right now, and the colors are just a teeny bit, a little bit crooked, which is great. I do like to have something that's interesting, but not necessarily flattering is the problem. This one has a lot of gray in it. Now, you'll see it when I first put it on. It's like, I don't know. But eventually that grayness will go away because this will wear off a little bit, but your lips will still feel moisturized. You'll still feel some of it on, and that portion will last you for a little while. And they have several other colors, but I didn't put them together in a group. but they have some spicier colors which are really pretty. Super, super, super comfortable. Highly recommend. Same department. I have several of these, but here's two of them. The Tower 28 lip jellies feel very similar to the Visearts, and honestly the colors, it's hard to say. The first colors that came out were kind of young. They look like Otter Pop colors, you know, like a raspberry, a bluish kind of tone. The orange one I really liked, but they don't impart a lot of color, so it almost doesn't matter. And then they came out with several in a nudish kind of area, and unlike the one I just put on, there's nothing weird or odd going on with this, so it kind of depends on your taste. The price is a little bit cheaper, but like maybe $2, so just go with your taste. I do like the Viseart this much more, but this formulation is very, very, very similar, and they're standouts for me. In lipsticks, we have, let's give an honorable mention to Lisa Eldridge, because she came out with 4 new colors. I got 3 of them, and they are just so, so beautiful. Now, I do find these the teeniest bit uncomfortable, but remember, I am that person who finds almost everything uncomfortable, but I wanted to give her a shout out because I thought these colors were just perfection. I also bought a couple from her last release, which sold out and I couldn't get any, so when that restocked I got some, and I have to say I thought this year's colors were just, they just did it. They just did it. Let's talk about lip liner. Now Lisa also did a lip liner, but her lip liner came with the lipstick along with a gloss. So I didn't want to buy a bunch of them because I didn't know all the colors and I didn't want to end up with 3 things in a colorway that I didn't like. So I did get the red one, and it seems nice. I've only used it on its own once. This one from Victoria Beckham, 100% fantastic. I'm not sure if it's actually new this year though. I could be cheating. I will also say that her eyeliner, also not sure if it is out new this year. Both of them are fantastic. And again, I think it kind of depends on your age. In this case, I know a lot of people love the MAC pencils. I find them to be really hard and uncomfortable, and when you start to get all those lovely lines up here, it's really easy to take one of those pencils, and when you get there, the pencil will either go above that vertical line or below it. It's so frustrating when you're trying to get a nice line, especially, you know, if your lips are a little uneven, which mine have become because this side of my face is falling. I really, really love this. It is soft and easy to work with, but it sets. Give it a couple of minutes and it will stay. So this is a great, 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 great lip liner. And I think that's it. You know, I didn't want to go nuts with it. I didn't want to do one from every category. I just wanted to talk about things new this year that really kind of stood out to me. It seems to be the year of the blush, and I'm okay with that. All right, you guys, thank you for spending a few minutes with me. I hope it was interesting and helpful, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, please be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.